You just opened the editor for the first time and are now wondering what is going on here? Then you are at the right place, because I will briefly describe to you what's going on in the editor in this screen and how you can navigate it. I will not talk about every option on the screen, but only the ones that I think are good to know for beginners. First of all, the big window in the middle of the screen shows you the level content. You can maximize this screen by pressing F11, and you can make it go back to its normal size again by pressing F11. To move around in this window, you can press WASD to move basically like in a shooter, and then you can press E to move up and Q to move down. If you hold right mouse button down, then you can also rotate the camera. If you feel like the camera speed is not fast enough, then you can increase it. In the top right of this window, there's a little camera icon, and there you can change the speed of the camera. By selecting an item, you can also see the gizmo for the current transformation mode you are in. This one is for the movement mode that changes the location of an object. Then you can press E to go to the rotation mode and change the rotation of the object. And with pressing R, you can change the scale of the object. You can also change the modes in the top right with those icons. When you hover over them, you can see which icon is for which mode. If you select an item, you can also press F to focus on it. And if you want to hide gizmos and the outlines, you can press G to achieve that. Basically, this is the most important info for the scene view window. On the right, the next panel I want to talk about is the outliner. Here, basically, you can find your level organized in a hierarchical structure. You can also select different items in this view by just clicking on them, and you can also organize them by creating folders. This can be achieved by pressing right click and creating folder. Then you can give it a name. Then you can drag and drop items into this folder to keep them organized. Next, you see the little eye icon on the left to an actor's name. This basically shows the current visibility of this actor in the scene. When the eye is open, it means the actor is visible. If you press it, then the eye gets closed, and it means basically at this moment the actor is not visible anymore. Below the outliner, we have the details panel. This panel basically shows you information about the actor that you have currently selected. So if I select the skylight, for example, I see information about the skylight. You can filter information that gets shown to you in this panel by either searching for a specific text or by selecting the different categories that are shown below the search bar. Next, we have a panel that is currently hidden, and when you enter the editor for the first time, it's hidden by default, and this is the content drawer. You can activate it either by pressing on the little icon in the bottom left of the screen, and then it opens up, or you can also press Ctrl and Spacebar. In this state, if you click somewhere else, the content drawer hides itself again. If you don't want this behavior, you can just use the dock and layout option, and then it gets permanently docked in your layout. And if you don't want this behavior anymore, then you just can close it again and then press Ctrl Spacebar or clicking the icon again. Basically, in the content drawer, you find all the content that belongs to your project. That can be maps, that can be meshes, that can be textures, that can be content that you got from an asset pack of the marketplace. Basically, everything that belongs to your current project. Next, I want to talk about the bar that is over the scene view window. The small disk icon in the left of this bar can be used to save the current level. The next part of this bar I want to talk about is the mode selection. Currently, we can see that the selection mode is active, but if we press on it, we can see various different modes that Unreal offers, and these you will probably explore over the time when using Unreal Engine. But for the beginning, selection mode is the one you want to be in. The next icon I want to talk about is the play button. By pressing it, you're basically starting the play mode and execute the game in the current level. Currently, our mouse is not focused on the game window. By pressing in it, We then give this window control over the mouse. We can remove the mouse focus for this window by pressing F8, and then we gain back the normal mouse behavior like usually. You can also start the play mode by pressing Alt and P together, and then the play mode starts automatically. To stop the play mode, there are two options. You can either press the stop button to stop it, or you can press Escape to end the play mode. Obviously, there are way more options than I just pointed out in this video, but I think with what I have told you, you are ready to get started in Unreal Engine and using the editor, because it's a lot you have to get used to, and so giving you the full information dump would probably be as overwhelming as when you just open the editor and have no idea what this even is. Today's exercise is pretty simple. It's basically just about getting used to the navigation inside the editor. So move around a little bit in the scene view, select different items and get accustomed to that. And also try to remember a few of the shortcuts that I mentioned throughout the video. It is not essential, but it will save you a lot of time over the long run. And also, like always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I will try to answer them. See you next time.